Hello everyone and welcome back to Take a Number. This is right speaker talking.
And left speaker.
So thank you for joining in with us today, and before we get started, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell to get notifications on when we drop our latest episodes, and comment and like this video.
And we also actually want to introduce a special guest that we have here today with us, and it is
Mey Lynn. Hi everyone.
Woo! Yay!
So our guest today is all around amazing. She is so fashionable. So much creativity is in this one person here.
She's exuding creativity.
And you guys can find her online, and you'll see a lot of her stuff that she has posted.
Aw, thank you so much, you guys. No, it is such a really lovely intro, and I'm so excited to be here. It's very thoughtful of you guys to even think of me for this, for sure. But yeah, I'm just pretty much like a online content creator, but I also do like wardrobe and fashion, like in my actual day-to-day job too. So yeah, you can find me on Instagram or on TikTok at Hey Mey Lynn. I'm sure they'll have that in the notes somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be down in the description box below.
Yes, and we also like are happy because like when I first heard of you, you had so many different things, like the avant-garde category at the Trash to Trends fashion show. You guys should check that out. It is so, it was I believe it was around like 2015. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 2015. It was beautiful what she did. You guys gotta check it out.
So as you can see, Left Speaker has been a fan for a while.
Yeah, I'm over here like geeking out.
So what got you into fashion?
Pretty much it started in high school, I would say, because there was the fashion club in high school, and my friend was like the president, and she was like, Mey Lynn, I need people to join and like actually do runway things. And I'm like, well, I've never made anything, but sure, I'll get creative for you. It's just like a fun artistic outlet, I guess. And so that's where I like learned how to use a sewing machine. I put fabric together and just put it on someone. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was like, this is pretty fun. And so that's pretty much where it all started. Yeah, I just thought it was fun. And then from there I did like more costuming, like cosplay kind of things. And then when my mom was trying to pretty much figure out what I should do as a career, she was like, well, I mean, you like this, so maybe you could do something in this field.
I think that's really interesting. Like, not many high schools in itself have a fashion.
Oh my gosh, for sure. For sure.
But that's a great beginning to, you know, an outlet that has provided you some, like, a career and a goal to achieve.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna geek out some more about like how you were featured on like the Orlando magazine. How was that experience?
Thanks, girl. That one was cool. Yeah, the Orlando magazine was because of that Trash to Trends show.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like a recycled show where they bring designers together, and yeah, pretty much anything is up for grabs, you know, bottles, plastic, anything, any type of trash. So the whole room was full of trash, and I just like tried to piece it all together.
And
a lot of garbage bags.
How long did it take you to make that piece, if you don't mind me asking?
It took, I want to say like 2 months, like nonstop, maybe.
So in between studies, you were doing that?
Oh my gosh, yes. I felt so bad for my roommates because our apartment was like full of garbage. Because I was collecting, like a little collector, because I needed every piece.
So you were just being like a little raccoon.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was crazy. But yeah, it took so long. And I was even working up until like The Wire, up until the day of.
Oh, wow.
Even in the hotel, I was like spray painting things, which is not a good idea, but that's just how it goes.
Were you able to wear like a mask or something with it, so that way you? Because I saw there was this one time a TikToker.
Safety first.
They were like spray painting, and then all of a sudden like they look at their nose, and their nose hairs were covered.
Oh yeah. No, paint, like dye and spray paint are like the two most pretty much things that you wouldn't expect that could go into your body. Like the little particles are so small, so you gotta be really careful with those.
Yeah, and this is a good discretion for our listeners / viewers who are hearing this. Please, safety first.
Absolutely.
Speaking about college, I know that you were at a BFA in theater design and technology with a focus in costuming. How did you go and figure that you wanted to be with a focus in costuming? Going through that process.
Because when most people think about fashion, they think about, like you said, runways, more along the lines of fashion to direct to consumer.
Right.
So what made you decide to go into that avenue?
Totally. Let's see. So right, I started with the whole fashion design interest, but then I think when I looked more into it, I was like, I don't know if this world is for me, because it was very much like about the trends, and I don't know, it's like a very cool kind of world, and I'm way more nerdy, and like, I don't know, I like things that are more avant-garde, I guess. So I was just like, I don't really like the fashion world as much. And so my mom actually had a friend whose daughter was a costume designer, like for theater on Broadway, I guess. And so she was like, Mey Lynn, this is like a career, like you could totally do this. And I was like, really? Like that's a thing? And so from there we watched like a few Broadway shows, and I was like, oh yeah, I love their costumes, and they're just so cool. They're so creative.
Is that the end game, like to be in Broadway?
At one point it was a goal for me, but then I feel like when you're in college and once you leave college, the doors are just like limitless. Like the options are limitless. And now I'm in like the cruise industry, and that's, in a way, we do have Broadway shows on cruises. So I do feel like I'm still a part of that Broadway world. So
that's so cool. Best of both worlds.
Honestly, yeah, like the life is funny like that,
And just for you guys who aren't in the fashion world, just letting you know what avant-garde is. So avant-garde is used as a term to describe like new and unusual experimental ideas in fashion. Just letting you guys.
Oh yeah, true.
And so with doing that, and you being a little bit more nerdy, how is it doing cosplays? For those who are starting out in cosplay, what do you recommend? Do you recommend them just starting with kind of already made stuff, or what is the easiest way to jump into that pool?
Oh yeah, for sure. The easiest and least frustrating way that I would recommend getting involved is to maybe like thrift a lot of your items. That's the cheapest way. And then from there, like if your character has like jeans or pants, like really break it up into how the outfit is. So the jeans, the pants, maybe there's like a jacket, try to find the closest color match. And nothing will ever be exact, but you can always like cut things. Like if the sleeve has to be shorter, if the pants have to be ripped, you can rip them yourself. Yeah, things like that.
Okay, so I know you just cosplayed as Kuzco.
And this was for the not so scary.
So
actually,
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween.
So how was that? Like, can you explain that kind of process is just so that people get an idea of like, if it's not jeans, then what can you use?
Good call. Right. So Kuzco, for those of you that don't know, is from Emperor's New Groove. So definitely watch that movie.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
It's hilarious. It's the best. Right. So that one's more like it looks really simple because it's just like a red dress that you really do just throw on. But the thing is, what makes an outfit look good on someone is that it's more like tailored to their body. So like I took in the fabric like a lot on the sides, and I tried it on multiple times to make sure the sleeve length was right, like on my elbow, like things like that. Little things like that is what really sets apart like just something off the rack versus like something more custom.
I think that's a great detail because like most people think, okay, even when they thrift, okay, I got this outfit, it's gonna, in your head, it's like gonna look great, and you don't account for, hey, this might not look great on my body type or my, like, the style that I usually, like, you know.
Totally. Yeah, you have to tweak it according to you.
So, like, was there, like, a time where you had, like, an outfit that you you got it off of the rack and you're like, oh, hey, like, this looks like it's gonna be, like, all I have to do is just put it on and that's it. And then when you put it on, you're like, oh, I have to do so much.
Oh my gosh, that happens like probably more than you would think because I'm kind of like a petite person. You don't know what I look like. But yeah, I'm pretty petite, and so a lot of the things I buy, like things that are colorful prints, or maybe like right now there's like a lot of like oversized type of look. You know, I have kind of small arms, so it looks like really funny on me. So for something to look like proportional, I have to like adjust it to myself.
I never thought about proportion either.
Yeah, proportion's big.
Oh my goodness. Because I'm a different type than you are, I would have just thought that like you went ahead and you cut it towards like your sleeves, but like I didn't think about like you have to like angle it or like put it to a certain way so that way it looks like the actual outfit, because you could have like you know, bigger boobs or like
Totally
bigger butt, but like if you tailor it so like it looks like thinner, then you could do that so that way it looks like the actual outfit.
For sure.
And so, question for you, for the headdress, like, how did you create that?
Yes, so he's got this big gold headdress, which what's funny is his character is actually Peruvian, and that's also I am Peruvian as well. So I was like, oh my god, like the Incas used to wear or had figurines with this type of hat on it. And so mine was made out of foam, specifically Ava foam, or they call it EVA foam. And that's one that cosplayers use a lot because it's like a very dense foam, so it's easy to kind of like carve and
mold and
heat up and things like that.
But it was like light.
It's super light, yeah.
Because like when I'm thinking dense, I'm like, oh, now it's gonna be heavy, and I'm like
super light.
So, how long did it take for you to do the costume in total for Kuzco, at least?
I think maybe just 2 weeks or so.
Okay, that's not that much time. And I mean, but then again, we have to think that she is a professional. She's been doing this for years. Yeah. So if you think this is going to be like a 2 week thing, no. Like, please plan in advance, ahead. Yeah. Like, think about it.
Schedule it out. Like, see what parts you want to do first. Because, like, one part you probably would have to, like, to redo, like, multiple times.
Yes.
Was that any case, like, with Kuzco, or was it?
Yes. Oh my god, you guys are asking such good questions. Yes. No matter how many times, no matter what kind of professional you are, I can assure you that they all struggle because each project is different. You use different materials. It's a different shape, you know, and just over the years, you just acquire more skills to be better at it and not mess it up the first time. So for me, on that particular costume, it was the earrings. He wears like some really big, like turquoise circular earrings.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I want the right shape. And I was like, oh, I think it'll be perfect to use polymer clay because like the color and the weight of it was nice.
For your ears?
Yes, it is.
Oh yes, my gosh. I'm already over here like my ears are hurting.
Girl, yeah.
Because I only had like an earring that was like this much bigger, and then like after I took it off, my earlobe was like hurting for like days.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it wasn't my first time making a polymer earring, so I was like, I think I've got this in the bag, right? And like I rolled it really thin, you know? But still, it was like so heavy, and after I had put the hook and everything, like my ear was like stretching out, and I was like, I cannot be out there all night with like a really. So yeah, I had rolled out the earring as thin as I could, and I was like, this is gonna work. But yeah, no, it stretched out my ear, and like anytime I moved my head, it was like going. It would like smack me, and I was like, I cannot with this.
What did you do to problem solve in that case?
I panicked first, and then because it was literally the night before, I'm very last minute. But I was like, you see, this is why crafty girls have to have their crafty closet, because I was in there and I was like, what? I need something blue that can work. So I ended up having like a blue craft foam, and then I had blue origami paper that was the right color, because the foam was not the right color. So I glued that on top of the foam, and that one worked. Yeah, super lightweight, and the color is right.
Oh man,
That's amazing.
I know, because like literally that outfit, I was like fangirling over here, like that looks so good. You look like the actual character that would have come out on like the Disney.
I have to say my favorite one of your outfits has been like the Star Wars ones that you've done, especially the R2D2 shoes that and the Ahsoka shoes, because Ahsoka is my favorite character. So I have to say I love those pieces. Are my favorite that I've seen that you've done.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to throw back to your YouTube days?
Oh my gosh, those days. Yeah, sure.
Because I know you did do the Ahsoka ones on your YouTube channel.
Yes. So there was a time there in between jobs, I would say, that I was like, I need something to do to just like keep the creativity flowing. And so yeah, I pretty much just started the YouTube channel just to have more fun and design more things. And yeah, that's where like a lot of the shoes are. No, it was a good time. Let's see, I did the Star Wars shoes on there, and like several other like pop culture type of clothes. So
yeah, I did see a lot of different ones that were on your channel, and I was just in awe of like, because like each one was different, each one like looked great on you.
Like you really did make them for you.
Yes.
I think a lot of people go, especially when they're with cosplay, it's like, I have to be accurate. I have to be, it has to be 100% accurate. It has to be 100% authentic to whatever genre of nerddom they're in.
Yes. Oh my
And they don't make it to themselves. They don't like, I mean, there are those people who are amazing, like yourself, who reinvent it and it looks like the character, but it looks like your style.
Yes. I've actually fallen in love with that. What do we call it? Geek style is kind of now what we're naming it as, I suppose. But yeah, I love that it's still within the fandom, but maybe not an exact replica of like their costume. I just feel like it's more wearable in that way. And so like, because you can't always show up in a costume to different places, right?
Especially like Disney, where you have to Disney bound. Which have you done Disney bounding before?
Yes. That's something that I recently got into. I didn't know there's like a whole community.
Oh
for
yes,
that.
they go in, and Dapper. There are Dapper days too, also. And so, and for those who don't know, understand. So Disney bounding, in Disney, you cannot go into the parks with costume on. So to get around it, fans have decided to get as close with their styling of their clothes as they possibly can without getting into full costume garb.
Yes.
Or costume outfits. And then also Dapper Days is it's the same thing as Disney bounding, except you elevate it and make it more fashionable.
Yeah, a lot of people take inspiration from like the 1940s, 1950s, kind of like the heyday of Walt Disney himself, like that time.
It's really so interesting to see what people do with it and how they make it their own, and also are true, like we were saying with your costuming, how it's still is true to the character, but it looks so much better.
Yes, I agree. And they use things from their own closet, so it's like affordable.
And you can reuse it.
I know.
Absolutely. No, it's just the best.
Like for instance, when you did your whole Halloween costume, it was amazing.
Thank you.
So like, it was Frankenstein, right? It was
Which one?
because you had several.
The one from this year?
Yeah, from this year. It was
Are you talking about the striped dress?
yes.
Oh, yes. That one was a thrifted dress.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean. Yeah.
So you were at was it called Frankenstein?
It was like a Frankenstein bar.
Yeah. So like that's why I'm thinking Frankenstein, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's a new twist on like the actual like scary costume, and it wasn't like the regular like.
I totally get you. Yeah, it's more like I was going for like a Halloweeny vibe, and I feel like black and white stripes, like you see it in Addams Family, you see it in Beetlejuice. Like it is very iconic Tim Burton, I guess. So yeah, if you wear that and then give yourself some like white extensions. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you're on theme.
But I love how you, even with Wicked, you recently did a video where you styled both Glinda and Elphaba in your own way, and it looks very elegant, very up to date, and very fashionable. And I loved how you even just styled it outside of what we are seeing with Ariana, how they styled her in the movie and how they styled Cynthia in the movie for Elphaba, and it's very on point and very like stylish, and I just personally love that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, that one was a really fun one. Of course, they have like the best outfits in that movie. Yeah, and I guess trying to find outfits that is like, that's what makes styling a character interesting, is because you have to find kind of like an outfit that
So you're looking for their
their
vibe.
Exactly, the vibe, right? Like,
Well, I'm gonna go back in time a little bit, because I was like, oh, you know what? Like, it was your style, but it was like more on point. Was like when you did like Officer Jenny in SuperCon. Oh my goodness, you look so much like her.
Oh, yeah.
I was so impressed.
Wait, was that the one that we actually ran into each other? Yes,
it
it was.
That was the one.
Yeah, I have pictures, so I can.
No
I still have the
way.
pictures, so
Oh
I
my
can post.
God.
We'll put that into the.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be great. That's such a good throwback.
And your husband was Brock, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was. Well, you know, I'm always trying to loop it in when I can.
Yeah, like when you did the best you got best costume at Lincoln Road in
Oh yeah.
2015
Yes.
with Katy Perry in the left shirt.
That one was outrageous. So, right, if you guys don't know, Katy Perry she was in the Super Bowl, and there was one moment where like she was in this beach ball outfit, and next to her were these sharks, and one of them on her left was dancing kind of ridiculous and not on beat or anything. That shark was doing his own thing, and he became a meme. He became an icon of the year. And I was like, Brennan, you have to be this shark. And so I made him a whole like mascot shark costume, and then I was Katy Perry, but you couldn't really tell, but it's fine because it was about the shark. And we were on Lincoln Road, and just a photographer just took a photo of us because Brennan's costume was so popular. Like, everyone just wanted a photo with him.
So were you getting stopped like every so often and be like,
Yes.
left shark?
I know, I was. He was, yeah. That was his moment.
And then I know that you also did like Bird of Prey, and then
So wait, with Bird of Prey, are you talking? Was that from Batman? The Batman?
Harley Quinn.
It was a Harley Quinn. Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. So you did Harley Quinn esque costume.
I did, yeah. I did the black and red one. That was also more of like a fashion one where I painted a pair of pants. With like all of her, like in her style. Like if she would paint a pair of pants, that's what it would look like.
Thank you guys so much for stopping on by and listening to this wonderful conversation that we had. We would like for you to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And
Comment down below in the comment section.
yeah, and if you have anything that you would like to share with us about like how this has helped you go towards more fashion or whatnot, please let us know. And what other topics that you want to do, please let us know so we could be able to start in that direction. Possibly you'll see that theme.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode with Take a Number. And this episode with
Mey Lynn.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.